Hi, this is Sophie Ray. You're listening to Alex Irons Presents on Roundhouse Radio, and this is my track Home. I just need time to remember why. So just take me home, take me to you and I. Home. Take me away from here, take me from her. She's holding tight to her fears, not letting go. He'll never just watch her fall, catch her from pain, and take her to what they call home. Take me away from here, take me with you, and let it all disappear. I just need time to remember why. So just take me home, take me to you and I. Home.
Hello and welcome back to Alex Irons Presents, where this week in the studio, she's played one track already. Sophie Ray is in the studio with me. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Who would you say are your influences personally and musically?
I have so many different influences. I think kind of personally I like to take influence from kind of artists like, I really like Daughter.
Not Sun then?
No, unfortunately not. And also like Jessie Ware, people like that, kind of vocalists really, that are quite kind of powerful, but also vocalists that are able to kind of do quite understated vocals. I like to try and mix the two if I can. But I also take influence from kind of older kind of soul artists. So right back to kind of Motown artists, and also people like Jocelyn Brown, so I'm completely mixed in my influences. I couldn't really define it to one particular kind of genre or anything like that.
But you just kind of blend it together into your own sound.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good, I have to admit. Oh, pretty good, sorry, amazing.
Thanks,
I'm not
Alex.
trying to underestimate you there. But as a person who inspired you to be a musician?
It's tough. I'm not really sure. I think seeing people become successful, who've worked really hard for it, kind of via gigging and things like that. I mean, more recently, so seeing artists like Ed Sheeran, who's like worked so hard to kind of get where he is today and become so successful
and make loads of money off one album.
Well, yeah, obviously that's great for him. But thinking back to like when he first started, to kind of that kind of gigging loads and just kind of working really hard to get where he wanted to be. I mean, obviously now he's ridiculously successful. So, but just thinking back to kind of the kind of origins of that, and I think that's quite inspiring. But kind of similar with all artists that are kind of like that, just seeing how other artists have kind of got to where they want to be and kind of trying to follow on from that if I can.
Yeah. So you want to be up there with them.
Well,
which is the dream for all musicians.
Yeah,
I
think you have to have big aspirations,
Got to dream big.
Yeah, otherwise you if you kind of just have small aspirations, then that's great, but it's nice to dream big.
True. I'm sure one day you'll get a gold, platinum album, whatever.
We'll see, Alex.
made out of gold and platinum. Who knows what they'll be using in the future?
Wow, that would be nice.
But what have you been up to during 2013, seeing as the year is coming to a close?
Yeah, the year's gone so quickly for me. I released my debut EP.
Your debut ape.
It's a new thing that you've not heard of before. No,
no, you released a monkey from the wild.
Well, yeah.
And, named it.
Experimental music. I don't know.
With an ape.
No, so I released my debut EP in July, which was really exciting for me because I'd had other music out before, but I'd never actually properly released something so people could get it like online, and I had physical copies pressed as well, which, that was pretty exciting for me. So that all happened in July, which seems ages away, but this year has honestly gone so quickly for me. That's probably the biggest thing that's happened this year, I would say. I've kind of been recognised in a few good competitions, which has been nice. So I was recently shortlisted in the MTV Brand New and Unsigned, which was exciting. So I got through to kind of the voting stage for that, which, although there's loads of other artists, it's nice to be recognised amongst those artists. So. And
to be on MTV.
Well, yeah, exactly. To kind of to just even be on their website is exciting.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that was great. Really excited about that.
And what does 2014 have in store for you? Hopefully,
a lot more gigs. I'm hoping to get out to some festivals this year, which is kind of one of the biggest goals for me for next year, really. Obviously, that's a massive goal for everybody, but that's kind of something that I'm trying to make happen if I can.
Any festivals that you have in mind? Or
there's always festivals that I have in mind. I mean, obviously, I would love to play at something like Glastonbury, but just because I think it's an amazing festival. But then there's so many other small festivals that are, great for unsigned music, and probably something that I'd go for. So we'll see what happens.
We just say dream big. So
exactly. I know. I've got to keep dreaming big. And the thing is with Glastonbury, there's so many, small stages that it is. You forget there's all these big named artists there, but it is also a massive opportunity for unsigned artists as well. So I do hope that at some point I will be able to play there.
I'm sure you will. You have my backing.
Oh, thanks, Alex.
You're welcome. But what would you say has been the most rock and roll moment that you have experienced on stage?
I'm not particularly rock and roll, to be honest.
Crazy moment, weird moment, anything out of the ordinary.
I'm trying to think what's the weirdest moment. I don't really know. The worst thing that's probably happened to me on stage was hitting myself in the face with a microphone when I was trying to adjust it.
That was clever.
Which was pretty embarrassing, and I had to try and laugh it off like it didn't hurt, but it really hurt. And I was sat there being stunned, like, I can't sing, but I had to continue.
How many people was this in front of?
At least 50. So I mean, those people enjoyed a great treat. I mean, I bet they wish they had their cameras out to film that.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it was up on YouTube, I would have gone and found it.
In advance, yeah.
And I would have put it up before the show. Here's what to expect.
Yeah.
And, no, I'm only kidding.
I'm not particularly rock and roll otherwise. I sound a bit boring, don't I?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, hitting yourself in the face with a microphone is...
Well, yeah, it's up there with the embarrassing moments, I would say.
It's also something that I would do frequently on stage. I'm surprised I don't do it at the moment with the microphone in front of me.
Yeah, it's just embarrassing. It has taught me to be much more careful when adjusting microphones, though, which should be a lesson to everyone.
True. If there's one thing you take away from this interview, anyone who's listening, is be careful around microphones. Because
they are a danger. They're a hazard.
They're just a menace to society, roaming around the streets, beating people up and hitting them in the face.
Yeah.
But if you could have any superpower apart from stopping microphones from beating people up, who would you have, or what would you have, and why?
I'd love to be able to teleport.
Why?
Just because it would be great to be able to go anywhere. I just think that would be such a great superpower. Yeah.
To be go anywhere and not be able to pay for it.
Well, yeah, you don't have to pay for it. You can literally, and you could get out of situations really easily if you wanted to. You could just be like, oh, sorry, just got to go. Or, you know, I just want to pop over to Australia, or just teleport there.
I feel like stroking a koala,
Yeah,
and the zoo's too far away.
Well,
I know, let's go to Australia.
Might as well just teleport.
True. Oh, I can't be bothered to walk and go get this drink of water. I know, let's teleport to Niagara Falls or somewhere with a lot of water.
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it?
It would be quite cool. But then just be like, I should have just gone to the tap.
Yeah.
But,
this is a long journey.
Well, if you teleport, it wouldn't be that long.
How long do you think it would take you to teleport? Is it instant, or is it something that...
Yeah, it should be instant.
Yeah, well, I'd hope so.
Would you have to think about it and just be like... To be fair, if you're someone who thinks about things a lot, it's like, I know, I want to go here, and go, actually, no, I don't want to go here now. I want to go somewhere else. And you just end up going, like,
You just
hopping.
go from place to place, and you'd spend your life just teleporting from place to place.
You'd be the ultimate nomad. But Sophie, a massive thank you for coming down into the studio. It's been a pleasure having you here. And I'm going to stop talking because you have another song to play. But again, a massive thank you for coming down. And I hope next year you play the big festivals, Glastonbury, even on the smaller stage, even if you have to busk outside. I hope you make it.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you letting me come down and play and interview. It's been great. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. I've been Sophie Ray on Alex Irons Presents on Roundhouse Radio. And this is my last track. This is a new one called Lonely Heart. Just a man and a heart ever since she did part. Just a window left alone. Love won't vanish, but pain will soon go from his heart. Full of her love, but still a lonely heart. Still a man and a heart. Been a year since she did part. Just a widow, still alone. Will he ever have strength to move on when she's in his heart? Heart full of her love, but yet a lonely heart. Full of her love, lonely heart. Full of her love. Just a man he's moved on. She knows she can rest, sees his joy, but knows he won't forget. It's all in his heart.